And so this is a little paddy melon called Meg.
She's just having a sleep under the shade cloth.
So has she been released?
Yes.
Right, so she's wild now.
Oh, you
Ish.
can call her wild. She doesn't want to go free, but she's out all day and most of the night.
Okay, and eventually she'll just leave?
I don't think she'll go anywhere.
Uh-huh.
We have a population of paddy melons that live here, so.
Yeah, she'll just join them.
And she has. She just found a nice, quiet place, safe place to hide. So this is Jack.
And what's his story?
So Jack was taken to the vets by some people who rescued him, and he was rolling around on the road. So they presumed he'd been hit by a car, and so did the vet. When I got him home to look over his injuries, and he had scratches on his face and scratches and grazes down his legs, but he had a puncture wound under his tail. Now only a dog can do that.
Okay.
So he either got attacked by a dog, ran out in the road and got run over, or he got attacked by a dog and then just happened to be rolling around on the ground on the road. But he's a lovely boy. I'm only using a glove because he doesn't probably need a glove. Do we need a glove today? So Jack was very, very sick from the stress of being attacked by a dog when he first came in. I've been cuddling girls, Jack.
Can he see?
No. So I wanted to use him as an example of their blindness. You're making a lot of noise in there, aren't they, Jackie? So his sight is limited. So this is what we call central blindness. So he can see blurry vision, and his focus and depth perception. Now he's got me, won't let go. So he's trying to grab my hand. Hey.
He can hear and sort of smell that you're close.
He can't see exactly where my hand is. So if he could see, he would grab it. See?
Yeah.
He's just missing it. So that's where they can't be released because they're an animal that lives 20 metres.
So it's central blindness, so it's neurological blindness.
Yes, it's optic nerve and frontal lobe.
It's nothing wrong with the eye itself.
No. Yeah. But his eyes pupils are dilated, so he can see better. He's trying to see better. So he looks healthy in every other way, except that he's got neural damage.
Yeah.
Or optic nerve damage. And if he behaves himself, he loves a cuddle, don't you? Now this, you wouldn't be able to, hang on, get your tail off there. Normally be able to do this with a wild animal. Here, I'll bring him out here.
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
But he was in care for a long time. So when they've been pampered and cared for around the clock, they become a bit sooky.
Yep.
You're worried someone's looking at you, is that?
Oh, he can hear me.
I'm not.
Yeah.
It's okay. Here you go.
Okay.
So he does like a cuddle.
So he won't jump onto you because he can't see you well enough.
No.
And he won't jump back onto any of the things because he can't see it well enough.
Mess. He wants to. He wants to go. Look.
Yeah, so you let him.
I helped him.
Yeah. Oh, aren't you handsome
He's a
fellow?
very handsome boy. So he will go to a zoo into our captive management plan, where eventually he'll go into a breeding program. But at this stage, we just get them into zoos and so that they can educate people. Most Australians don't even know what a tree kangaroo is, let alone.
Yeah. Tell me, how endangered are they? What's their listing?
They're listed as near threatened.
Okay. Do we know populations?
No, that's why they're only near threatened. So
I can see his tail
very,
hanging
very
there.
difficult to spot, as you can see just here in the cage.
Yep.
So in a tree in the wild, in the rainforest, especially thick, mature, steep country like the Tablelands, it's really difficult to count them. I had animals radio collared and I knew where they were, but I walked underneath one and couldn't see it. If his tail was hanging down, it would have hit me in the head. That's how close I was to it, and didn't see him until later. So they're very difficult to count, so we don't know how many there are. There was an estimation done by a researcher in 2000, I think he did it, and he estimated between 10 and 20,000. Now that sounds like a lot, but it's not. Seriously not.
Especially when they're quite solitary.
Yes, and they're only, and they're left in these little tiny patches of rainforest.
So how long between babies?
They have one a year if all goes well.
Okay. Do they ever have twins?
No, not that I know of.
Could they manage
nothing
twins?
Confirmed. I don't think so. The babies are quite big, and they stay with their mothers till they're 2.5.
Yeah, so she'll have a baby, a little baby plus
One
a
or
joey at
two.
foot. Yeah.
Yes, maybe 2 even.
Okay.
If she's a good mum.
Uh-huh.
And then of course we have little tiny patches of rainforest that they're living in. They're territorial, so they push each other out and fight over territories. And they have to cross paddocks and roads to get to another rainforest block that may or may not be already full. And then on top of that, we now have climate change affecting their eyesight, causing possibly a virus that is new, that is causing blindness.
Bugger.